means 365 lectures for science and technology, and this is a very important and this science and technology plays a crucial role for means 2024 examination, and this will be the last lecture and science and tech first lecture. We will cover science and tech 365 means 365 with two videos. Okay, so this will be first video, and I will post next video in the next day. Okay, so this means 365 lectures will be ultimately for means examination 2024. Okay, okay, and this science and technology plays very crucial role to enrich more number of questions. Okay, so from science and technology in GS paper third will be covering 3 to uh, 4 questions. Okay, for GS paper 3, 3 to 4 questions means you will be get 32. Okay, 30 to 40 marks. Okay, like from economic point of view there will be 50 to 60 marks. Okay, 50 to 60 marks. One second. Economic, how much number will cover? 50 to 60 marks. Okay, next agriculture also 50 to 50 marks. Okay, environment will cover 50 to 60 marks, same as it is like economic. Okay, and next is science and tech will cover 50 to 60 marks this also. Okay, and next is security, that means internal security will cover 40 to 50 marks, and even 60 to 70 marks as well. Okay, because sometimes UPSC asked from internal security 3 to 4 questions or 4 to 5 questions, and every question will be 10 to 15 marks. Okay, so you will remember this. Okay, so we will cover the first topic, science and technology developments and their applications and effects in everyday life. So you will cover only those news which affect the development and their applications in everyday life and their effects as well. Okay, so let's start the first news which was given in this means 365, that means global trans fat elimination. WHO has published its fifth milestone. You will remember, fifth milestone report on global trans fat elimination. This is the WHO target, trans fat elimination, TFA. Okay, short form is TFA, covering which year? 2018 to 2023. So you will remember this date. Okay, so what is this trans fat or trans fatty acid? So This trans fatty acids is type of unsaturated, okay, type of unsaturated fat that can be found in small amounts in nature, but where to be produced these trans fatty acids in industries, okay, or primarily produced industrially. And industrially trans fats are created through process called, which process? Process called hydrogenation. Means when we produce trans fatty acids from naturally, okay, produced naturally industrially, natural produced industrially, and this process is all known as hydrogenation. So you should remember this. And where hydrogen is added to liquid vegetable oils, means hydrogen plus liquid oil, okay. Because hydrogen and liquid oil to be used to become to make trans fatty acids, and this will become a more solid, okay, solid form. And these trans fatty acids are commonly used in processed foods. What processed food? Like bagged goods, snacks, okay, to improve their texture, shelf life, and flavor stability. A WHO's recommendation for adults is to limit consumption of trans fat to less than 1% of total energy intake. So total energy intake, how much? Less than 1%. So you should remember, okay, less than 1%. Now we will understand if fats are healthy or unhealthy. Okay, fats healthy or unhealthy. Fats can be healthy or cannot be healthy for the human consumption or human body. Trans fats are a man-made fat. Okay, trans fat are both types, man-made as well as natural. Okay, so trans fats are a man-made fat, saturated is natural. So naturally is saturated. Okay, both are non-essential fats. Both means naturally or man-made are non-essential fats. Both are harmful. Okay, the US banned trans fats in June 2018. So this is the key facts. Means US facts. This is related to facts. US banned these trans fatty acids since 2018. Okay, so you should remember this. And okay, we take fresh page, okay, so you should remember easily. Omega 3 and 6 fatty acids are the only fats we need from our diet. Omega 3 and 6, 3 and 6, these are fatty acids, are only fats we need from our diet. Okay, they are found in seeds, nuts. Okay, my handwriting was is very worst. Okay, very rude. So you should manage this. Okay, and these omega 3 and 6 are found in seeds, nuts, beans, sea vegetable, and some species of fishes. Okay, and these trans fats also found in trans fat, which is man-made. Okay, man-made trans fat found in fast food, vegetable oils, okay, and frozen pizza you are eating in when you will go to market, okay, you go to market and a frozen pizza have. Okay, margarine. Margarine is also found in market. Baked foods, and store sandwich. Store sandwich. Trans fats is also found in store sandwich and processed foods. And experts estimate that for every 1% of this trans fats comes from sorry, every experts estimate that for every 1% of energy that comes from trans fats, you increase the risk of heart disease. Means every percent of trans fats, every 1% of energy that comes from trans fats, you increase the risk of heart disease by 12 to 13%. Okay, and what is the saturated fat, which is found in which is found naturally, like butter, cheese, red meat, okay, pork, and baked food as well. Okay, milk and coconut oil. So these are the naturally found trans fats in these food items. Okay, and naturally saturated fats found mostly in animal foods. These are the animal foods. Okay, these are all animal foods, but most experts agree that consuming large amounts raises the risk in developing many diseases. Unsaturated fat. What is unsaturated fat and where to found? Like avocado, flax meal, flax meal, walnut. Okay, sea vegetable. Okay, hemp seed. Okay, chia, chia seed, and olives. So these are found in that food which are not naturally found, but they can be made by human as well as, and like sea vegetable sea vegetables are found naturally. So these are unsaturated fat which are found in naturally as well as unnaturally. Okay, key highlights of the report. What are the reports highlighted? These trans fat, passive trans fatty acids. And you should remember that by late 2023, WHO's best practice trans fat elimination policies were implemented in 53 nations. You heard about this news, okay? Covering around 46% of global population. Means out of 100%, 46% population cover under these policies of WHO. In India, approximately 4.65% of coronary heart disease deaths are attributed to trans fatty acids intake. When these coronary heart disease are increasing, because of increasing disease, man can be dead. Okay, and these diseases can be attributed because of trans fatty acid intake. Okay, and what are various harmful effects of trans fatty acids, like heart disease? Okay, you should write in your notes these points. Okay, because these are very important. So harmful effects, I will write in short form and you should write with broad minds. Okay, or whole objectives. Trans fats. Okay, harmful effects of trans fats, like heart disease. Okay, heart disease, like these heart disease raise total cholesterol and lower heart disease cholesterol. Okay, and that means good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. So these could be raised by heart disease and increasing the risk of heart disease. Next is obesity. Okay, obesity, and obesity is very prevalent in various developed countries like US and many European countries, and obesity is also increasing in India as well, because in higher middle income countries people are obese because of unmanageable food intake. Okay, so obesity contributes to weight gain and obesity due to its adverse effects on metabolism. Okay, next is type 2 diabetes. Okay, so you should remember this type 2 diabetes. Why what type 2 diabetes? In case the risk of harmful trans fatty acids increases. These type 2 diabetes increases the risk of developing insulin, you mean insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. And metabolic syndrome, next is metabolic syndrome, and this metabolic syndrome leads to conditions like high blood sugar, excess abdominal fat, and abnormal cholesterol levels, raising the risk of heart attack and stroke. Next disease is infertility. Okay, infertility. Second is cancer. Okay, third is compromised fetal development. So fetal development, compromised fetal development. These are 6 to 7 various diseases which are impacted by trans fatty acids. Okay, what are the various challenges related to trans fatty acids? Like lack of awareness, regulatory gaps. Okay, regulatory gaps. Next is we can say industry industry resistance industry resistance. Okay, industry resistance, and you should suggest more number of points like monitoring and enforcement. Okay, monitoring and enforcement. Next is global trade dynamics. Okay, more number of global trade dynamics, more number of trans fatty acids will be intake by the human consumption. Okay, referendum cost of reformulation and consumer preference, because many number of goods are consumed by the people or consumer which are very shining or very processed. Okay, so people attract those goods towards those goods which are very tasty and texture. And even modern times the fast foods are very much prevalent in the market. Okay, and society also uh, less resistant towards these foods. Okay, next is inconsistent policies of the government as well as international platform is very challenges are very challenges to face these trans fatty acids. Okay, next is we can say that this is the initiatives. Okay, initiatives to tackle trans fats. What are different initiatives to tackle these trans fats, like national initiatives and global initiatives? Okay, this is the national initiatives, global initiatives. National initiatives like first you should remember FSSAI measures. Okay, FSSAI measures like trans fat free logo. trans fat free logo, and heart attack rewind campaign, heart attack rewind campaign, and placed by edible oil industry. Okay, and Swachh Bharat Yatra. Okay, and regulation of trans fats. We can say the FSSAI regulations to cap trans fatty acids in oils and fats to 2% by 2022, down from 5% previously allowed. Next is Eat Right movement. Eat Right movement was conducted in the context of trans fatty acids, so you should remember this. Okay, Green Purple initiative is also related to trans fatty acids. Next is global initiatives. Like WHO's initiative was what? Replace. Okay, replace initiative was launched by WHO. Okay, and next is WHO validation program for trans fat elimination. Trans fat elimination by WHO by 2030. Okay, so these are the some initiatives related to global as well as international level. And what are the various recommendations of WHO? Okay, so we are talking about WHO, so we will suggest some recommendations of the WHO to reduce the trans fatty acids. A mandatory national limit of 2 grams of industrial means this will be mandatory in national limit of 2 grams of industrially produced trans fatty. Okay, let's 1 second. Okay, we will start just 2 minutes. Okay, so you should have water. If you have are getting water or any other things, you can do it. Okay, so we will start within 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, so we will start from here. Okay, so you should remember always that science and technology portion is very easy, and because of UPSC will not ask for the specific point of view related to science and technology. Okay, because UPSC always ask the application and their effects in every day life for country as well as its people. Okay, so you always remember you should make points of those news which are very relevant for day to day life of people as well as for the development of any space or any biotechnology, like various applications are used in various fields like agriculture, infrastructure, okay, and medical field, okay, societal and educational, which are very relevant technical backgrounds which are used in various fields. Okay, so you should remember that because lack of uh, technological field in the field of technical knowledge. Okay, so you will be getting the various applications, like you should you can see here that developments, their applications and their effects in everyday life. Okay, so we will start further from that point of view that we are discussing from this initiative. But before first we are discussing the science and technology chapters. Okay, science and technology syllabus which will come in the UPSC means 2024. Okay, just wait a minute. And I take a new fresh chapter, fresh page for writing more number of writings here. Okay, so you will always remember that part of the science and technology for GS paper third is very crucial and very easy if you understand these general language, general keywords. Okay, and you will definitely understood that if any point which are very relevant for the which are very relevant in news recently. Okay, like Chandrayaan 3 was launched in uh, previous year, we can say. Okay, Chandrayaan 3 and Gaganyaan also will launch in December this year. Okay, so these are very relevant, like Sukrayaan. Okay, Sukrayaan. So these are the space mission which you will need to remember all these things. Okay, related to their applications, their development. Okay, and their discovery, or which are part of these technologies very crucial for the development of the country. Okay, so you should remember this. So we are discussing from the key recommendations of WHO to reduce or end these trans fatty acids. Okay, so first recommendation was a mandatory national limit of 2 grams of industrially produced trans fat per 100 grams of total fat in all foods. Okay, and sub-regional bodies should pass mandatory trans fatty acids. Sub-regional bodies should pass mandatory. Okay, and food manufacturers should voluntarily eliminate, because if food manufacturers voluntarily give up these trans fatty acids, then automatically saturated or unsaturated trans fatty acids will be removed substantially, and these trans fatty acid led food will not be reached in the market, then consumer will not getting these foods and cannot be harmful for their health as well. Okay, so food manufacturers should voluntarily eliminate industrially produced trans fatty acid across their product lines beyond complying with their national policies. So national policy, along with national policies, the people should reduce these trans fatty acids with the help of food manufacturers, and other measures to eliminate trans fatty acids in food, like implement regulations. Okay, regulations can be strong, and regulations will also set limits on trans fats in food or ban partially hydrogenated oils. Okay, so you know all these things, and other measures you can recommend in the comment section. Okay, chat box, like increase public awareness is very crucial to reduce these trans fatty acids uses, and develop alternatives like research substitutes without health risks, substitutes like other oil which are unsaturated lead oil which are used in food items, they cannot be used, and they will reduce substantially. Okay, so the development alternatives are possible, and encourage reformulation encouraging is very crucial role to play to reduce trans fatty acids, like food makers could reduce these trans fatty acids, okay, uses, and promote healthy eating. How? That advocate balanced diet in which term, like reduce low trans fatty acids, and taxation also can be increased by the government for the trans fat acid products which are creating through trans fatty acids. Okay, the government can tax it. And incentives, what incentives? Reward for those food which are non or low trans fat food production. Okay, so you should remember this. Okay, just a minute, we will continue. Okay, within 20 seconds. Oh, this is the not in landscape mode. Okay. Oh. Okay, okay. So I will discontinue it from here, and I will just you will wait for just 1 minute, okay, to start these lectures. Okay, so we will start next lecture from the second news. That means which news? This potential of artificial general intelligence for India. Okay, so we will understand from the second news. Okay, so we will discontinue from here because of this is the landscape, not in landscape mode. This is a portrait escape. Okay, so we will going to end this lecture from here. Okay, and don't go another turning point because I will move for this uh, increasing news today. Okay, okay, so I will continue in just 40 seconds. Okay, so wait.